to raise the percentage of vaccinated pregnant women is more important now than ever. Now one family is picking up the pieces after a mother dies from COVID, leaving her newborn in the NICU. Our Emily Longnecker shares her story.
He's just 3 weeks old and in the NICU here at Riley Hospital for Children, born at just 25.5 weeks to a mother whose body was ravaged by COVID. A mother, sadly, he will never get the chance to meet. She died 2 weeks after he was born.
He's still got a long way to go, but baby Elijah Levi Roy is here and doing better every day.
The fact that he's alive and doing well is a miracle.
And when he's old enough to understand, Elijah's Aunt Courtney plans to tell her nephew all about how hard his mother Kristen fought to stay alive, even as she fought COVID, so he could have a fighting chance too.
Her being on all that life support is what gave him more time to get to that point where he could be born and have a chance. Because a couple weeks earlier, and he probably wouldn't have had a chance at all.
The 38-year-old Franklin native married her husband Matthew in December and was still a newlywed when she found out she was pregnant.
She was very excited.
Courtney says Kristen didn't want to get the COVID vaccine right away because she was unsure about how it might affect the baby. But when her doctor recommended it,
she made an appointment, but then by that point it was too late.
Kristen tested positive for COVID July 9th.
Within just 1 week, she was hospitalized.
Kristen's condition deteriorated quickly, and she was put on life support to give Elijah as much time as possible before he was born.
And then the time came, August 13th, where her stats were dropping significantly. And so that's when they made the call that we're gonna lose her and the baby if we don't deliver the baby today.
Doctors told Kristen's family she might not survive the C-section. She did, though, but wasn't conscious, so she could meet her son.
He never got to see her.
A week later, Kristen passed away at Methodist Hospital, while little Elijah fought to live.
I believe that she saved his life. I think she held on long enough for him to be born.
But Kristen Roy won't be there for her son's first birthday, his first steps, or his first day of school. Not in person, anyway.
She'll be with him.
But not the way Kristen's family would have hoped.
All together, we will make sure that Eli has a good life, but it's still not as good as what he would have had with his mom.
And knowing a vaccine likely could have prevented that is hard for this grieving sister to take.
It was too late for her, but it's not too late for so many other pregnant women out there. It's not too late yet.
Well, the CDC is encouraging everyone 12 and older to get vaccinated against COVID. That includes people who are pregnant, breastfeeding, trying to get pregnant, or might become pregnant in the future. The CDC says evidence shows the vaccine is safe and effective during pregnancy. That pregnant and recently pregnant people are more likely to get severely ill from the virus. The vaccine decreases the likeliness of that, but pregnant women with COVID are at a higher risk of preterm birth and may be at increased risk of other adverse pregnancy outcomes. Well, we've seen false claims popping up online again that the vaccine can cause infertility. Let's bring in Matt Gregory from our Verified team to explain why this is false.
It keeps coming up, so we keep addressing it. No, the vaccines do not cause infertility. Now, as important as it is to say that, it's also important for us on the Verified team to explain how we know they do not cause infertility. This question came in from a viewer. Heard many rumors about long-term infertility rates surrounding the COVID-19 vaccines. Can you verify this? We sure can.
There's no evidence that fertility is affected at all by the vaccine.
Our sources are Dr. Tony Shalley, a reproductive toxicologist, and the CDC. The CDC has an entire webpage dedicated to vaccines and pregnancy. And at the top it says very clearly, currently no evidence shows that any vaccines, including the COVID-19 vaccines, cause fertility problems trying to get pregnant in men or women. People have received vaccines for years, and Dr. Tony Shalley says infertility has never been a concern.
No, vaccines don't cause infertility. There's also no mechanism that would suggest that theoretically they could cause infertility.
So we can verify, not only do the COVID-19 vaccines not cause any fertility issues, no vaccines approved in the U.S. have been linked to fertility issues in men or women. You can understand the concerns about new medicines and vaccines. However, numerous professional medical organizations also recommend people wanting to get pregnant get the vaccine. So let's say it again. There is no evidence of any fertility issues caused by the COVID-19 vaccine or any vaccine. With your Verify, I'm Matt Gregory.
Now let's take a closer look at the recent COVID numbers here in Indiana. Just yesterday, the state added another 5,200 people who tested positive. The average number of cases is now 20 times more than it was just 2 months ago on July 1st.